handling, exactly the same as a normal trail bike would.
Totally forgot that this was an e-bike coming down there.
Hi, welcome to SingletrackWorld.com. I'm Hannah and I'm joined here today by Georgia from Specialized.
Hello!
Who has come along to tell us about this bike here. It's a new e-bike from Specialized. It joins their Turbo range of mountain bikes, which already consists of the Turbo Evo, the Turbo Levo, and now has the Turbo Levo SL in the lineup. So if you've been following the technology, you'll know that Specialized has been using the Brose motor on the Evo and the Levo. But over on the road and gravel side, they've had their own Specialized 1.1 motor in the Creo. And that is what is in here, which gives us a lighter bike.
Yes, it does.
And why would you do that, Georgia?
A lightweight bike and makes it feel more nimble and more like a normal trail bike.
Right, so the Evo is big kind of uplift replacement, isn't it? You ride up and you plummet down.
Big bike.
Big bike.
Yeah.
The Levo is a trail bike. You can ride it anywhere.
You can.
And this is also a trail bike.
Yes.
But it has much more like acoustic or muscular bike handling.
It does, yeah. A lot more lightweight, which gives it that agility and that feel of a normal bike.
Right. Now, we've been skirting around the weight. We're going to keep you on tenterhooks about that.
That's the secret.
And first of all, let's look at the basic geometry of this bike.
Yeah.
What size wheels have we got here?
So we've got 29 on this one here.
And what travel have we got?
150mm front and rear.
So that's all the same as the Turbo Levo?
That is the same as the Turbo Levo, travel and wheel size, yes.
Okay, what about the geometry?
So again, the geometry follows pretty much that of the Levo. So we've got a large here, and it's got a reach of 455mm. It's got a 66-degree head angle, 348mm bottom bracket height. However, the slight difference to the Levo is the chainstay length. Now, on the full-powered Levo, because you've got a slightly bigger motor, we had to have longer chainstays to accommodate for that. Now, because we've got a smaller motor on this one, we have been able to have shorter chainstays. So these are 437mm in comparison to 455 on the Turbo Levo. Okay,
so all of that adds up to a bike that's already sounding like it's going to be a little bit more nimble.
Exactly, yes.
Right. Same frame materials as on the Levo range as well?
Yep, so you've got a carbon frame. Obviously, it follows the same design with the one-sided arm, which increases the stiffness of the bike.
Okay, and there's going to be an alloy model too?
There is going to be an alloy model as well, yes.
Okay, so this one, we weighed it earlier.
We did.
How much was it?
So this bike is 17.9 kilos.
Right, so some people watching this have probably got a big enduro bike in their shed that weighs just as much.
I'm sure some people probably do.
Yeah. So you've got a much lighter weight bike.
You do.
But the payoff for that is that you're probably going to have to put a bit more effort in, yes?
You are. So the motor on this one is a 240-watt motor.
Okay.
And you have got a slightly smaller battery. The one that comes in the bike is 320 watt-hours.
Okay.
However, you do have the ability to add a range extender, which gives you an additional 160 watt-hours. So it gives you a total of 480 if you had these combined. And this just sits in your bottle cage here.
Okay. So let's translate those watt-hours into something approximating hours on the trail. This bike as it comes?
Yep, so the bike as it comes with just using the integrated battery gives you roughly 3 to 3.5 hours of time.
Okay, and that's if you're using the eco mode, is it?
Yes, it is, yep. So that's in eco. Exactly the same as the Levo and Evo. You have 3 different modes, eco, trail and turbo.
Okay, but this is a smaller battery, so if you spend a lot of time in turbo, you're not going to get as many miles out of this bike,
You're not. But if you add the range extender, so range extender plus the integrated battery will give you a total of around 5 hours. Obviously, that is depending on weights, hills, etc.
Yeah. How much effort you put in.
Exactly.
Okay, but overall, that's giving you a much lighter bike.
It is.
Still a good amount of range.
Yeah.
But much more normal handling.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
let's have a closer look at some of the other tech points in here. Because if you're not familiar with a Levo, I mean, you'd be mad because they're everywhere.
Yes.
But there's a lot of the same features on here.
There are,
Yeah?
yes, lots of the same. So again, much like the Levo and Kenevo, you've got the TCU, which is Turbo Connect Unit, sits up here on the top tube. So that is your power button. It also tells you your battery life. You can also adjust the mode that you're in, but you do also have the plus and minus up on your handlebar, so you can adjust it up there as well.
Okay, that's pretty subtle, that button, yeah.
Yes, and then you've also got the walk assist up there as well. So if you have got to a hill which is that ridiculous, you can get off and walk assist, so you don't have to push your bike up the hill.
Excellent. Then we've got the SWAT.
Yeah, SWAT CC up here. So you've just got a little multi-tool that sits in your head tube there.
Very good.
And then for charging purposes, you've got this little flap just underneath here, where you can charge the battery.
Okay, so this battery stays in the bike to charge
This one
it,
does, yes, yeah.
So that's the tech that's on the bike.
Yes.
But with the turbo range, you get some more tech in your pocket.
You do.
Yes.
So on your phone, you can download the app Mission Control. It works for any of the bikes in the turbo range, be it mountain or road. And it basically allows you to adjust the settings on the bike to meet your needs. So for an example, you can adjust the ratio of power the bike gives you per setting you're in. So be it trail, eco, turbo, you can adjust on the app how much power the bike actually gives you per mode that you're in.
Okay, and then you can also set it so that if you know how far you're going to be riding, you can make sure that you're still going to have some battery left at the end, can't you? And it'll moderate what it puts out for you all the way through.
It will. So smart control is also a feature of Mission Control. And like Hannah said, if you know how long you're going out for or the distance you're going out for, you can pop that into the app, and the app talks to the bike and adjusts the power to make sure that you come back with the percentage of battery that you have requested.
Cool. And another little feature that might be particularly useful with us leaving the battery in the bike, is you can check how charged it is, can't you?
You can.
While it's charging.
Yep, so there's also a diagnostics tool on the app, so you can check the battery health, you can check the motor health, and you can also check, as Hannah said, when it's charging, what percentage you're charging at.
So you don't have to keep popping back out to the shed to see if it's charged and ready for the next ride.
Just check the app.
Right, cool. Okay, so that's a close-up look at the tech on the Turbo Levo SL.
Yes.
So we've now got a specialised turbo range of the Kenevo,
Yep.
the Levo,
Yep.
and the Levo SL.
You do, yes.
Right. And if you look at the price points of them, they're not like one range is cheaper than another.
No.
Because you've got kind of different components, different battery sizes, which all kind of adds up that what you need to look at is which bike's going to be right for you.
Yes, exactly. Each bike is aimed at a different rider. So you just need to work out which kind of rider you are, and we have a category for everybody.
Yeah. So the SL is for the rider that wants the most normal handling. They're prepared to put a bit of effort in or compromise on some of the assist and some of the distance that they might get.
Yeah.
But in return, you're going to get a really light, nimble bike.
Yeah, handling exactly the same as a normal trail bike would, but with a bit of extra power to get you up the hills.
So if that sounds like you, what are your options? What's in the range?
So you have got the Comp Alloy model, which starts us off at £5,000.
Right.
Then we have the Comp Carbon, which is £6,000. Then we have the Expert Carbon, which is this one here, and that sits at 7.5. And then you have top of the range, you have the S-Works model, which is 11.
Okay. And how much does the S-Works model weigh?
So the S-Works model is 17.3 kilos.
Okay, so am I right, across the SL range, you're saving 4 kilos against a comparable Levo?
4 kilos per model in comparison to the
which is
Turbo
not
Levo.
an insignificant amount. Plus you've got the slightly shorter chainstays as well.
You do, yes. So overall we have pretty much a normal bike with a bit of assist.
Make your legs feel wonderful.
Exactly, who doesn't want that?
Okay, well thank you very much for joining us, Georgia.
Thank you for having me.
And you decide which turbo model is going to be the one for you. Will it be the Turbo Levo SL? Perhaps. Thank you.
Cheers.